Alright mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of the Predictions League. Last week I took on my dog Joey in trying to find out who is better at predicting football results. Someone who thinks he knows what he's talking about, or a dog who literally doesn't know what's going on. I'm going to reveal the results of those guesses very soon, as well as your predictions which you made on Twitter. This episode I'm going up against a new opponent who goes by the name of Alex O'Shipchak, aka my girlfriend. Now if she beats me at predicting football results, that will be the most embarrassing thing ever. I need to win this one. You're also going to have another chance to make your predictions for all the upcoming Premier League games this weekend as well. Before we get started, don't forget this series is in partnership with BetBull. If you're over 18 and you want to bet responsibly, this is the app I recommend you use. Check out the links in the description, get involved. We've still got a chance for one of you to get £250. All you've got to do is download the app and follow me on there. We're going to pick one of you very soon to win that. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to be making an accumulator on BetBull based on my predictions. And I'm also going to be telling you about a brand new promotion from the guys at BetBull called Power Up, which gives you the chance to get better odds, insurance for your ACCAs, and all you've got to do is log into the app every day to get better rewards. So more info on that coming up later. For now, let's see how we got on last week. So here you can see mine and Joey's predictions from last weekend's Premier League fixtures, and I'm embarrassed to say I actually drew with my dog. We both did okay. We both got 6 of the 10 predictions right. Fair play to Joey for accurately predicting that Burnley were going to be Everton away, by the way. I don't know how he got that one. And he backed West Ham for the win. I didn't, and it cost me. So we both got 6 out of 10. Not a bad start. The question is, how did you guys do? I can reveal, as much as I'm embarrassed about drawing with my dog, you guys should be more embarrassed because you got beaten by my dog. You, the viewers, got 5 out of 10 last week. You wrongly predicted Bournemouth versus Leicester. You wrongly predicted Stoke, Saints, West Brom, Watford, Everton, Burnley, and Newcastle, Liverpool. So you need a better week this week, guys. I'll give you a chance to make your predictions on Twitter using the link below. Please, do not get beaten by my girlfriend, alright? Some girls know a lot about football. Alex isn't one of them. So, to crack on with today's episode, we're going to start off by hearing Alex's predictions for the upcoming Premier League games. Let's see what she's thinking.
Hi guys, Alex here, Spencer's girlfriend. Now listen, I don't know that much about football, but I'm hoping that I can do better than Spencer and Joey did last week. Let's do this. Okay, Liverpool versus Manchester United. Now, 2 big clubs. Liverpool at home, Manchester United away. Do you know what? I think it's going to be a draw. Burnley, West Ham. Now, because I am Spencer's girlfriend, I am also a Hammers fan. However, I think based on our current form, I'm going to go with a draw. I don't think we're going to get the win away. Crystal Palace, Chelsea. Now, some of you may know that my hometown is in South London, quite close to Crystal Palace. However, I don't think they're going to get the win. I think Chelsea is. Man City, Stoke. Now, for this one, I'm going to have to go for a Man City win. Swansea, Huddersfield. I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about either club, so for that reason I'm going to say a draw. Tottenham, Bournemouth. Now, Spurs are doing pretty well, I think, so it's got to be a Spurs win, surely. Watford, Arsenal. Now, I don't know a huge amount about Watford. I do know that Arsenal's a big club. I do know that they do very well, so it's going to have to be an Arsenal away win. Brighton, Everton. I've been to Brighton, I've never been to Everton. I don't know much about these clubs as football teams, however, #Harry is a massive Everton fan, and for that reason, I'm going for the Everton win. Southampton, Newcastle. I had the pleasure of going to Newcastle this year, and I thought it was a lovely, lovely place. However, I've also been to Southampton, and I equally think it's lovely. Therefore, it must be a draw. And finally, Leicester, West Brom. I don't have anything to say about these clubs. I don't know where they are in the league. I don't know how they're doing. But I know Leicester did really well a couple of years ago, so I'm going for the Leicester win again. So those are my predictions. Let me know in the comments below if you think I've done well or you think I've had a shocker. But for now, over to Spencer.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think Alex has given some pretty solid predictions there. I don't agree with all of them. I'm definitely going to differ on a few, but I think she's done all right. She could have an okay week and she could give me a run for my money. It's time for me to make my predictions now, so let's do it. Starting off with probably the biggest game of the weekend is Liverpool versus Manchester United at Liverpool. Liverpool would love a result in this one. Man United need to keep the pressure on Man City at the top of the table. It's going to be difficult. It could go either way. This is the sort of game you could easily see a red card, which could change the game as well. But I'm going to go with a Man United away win. I think they're going to keep their run going. I think their attack is going to be too good for Liverpool's weak defence. Next up is Burnley versus West Ham. Last time out, I wrongly predicted West Ham to draw when we actually won. However, it wasn't a convincing performance, and I'm going to go with another draw, this time away from home against Burnley. I can see this one being a draw. Palace versus Chelsea. You've got the worst team in the league right now against one of the best, the current title holders. I can see this only going one way, and that is an away Chelsea win. We have seen Palace upset Chelsea before. I just don't think it's going to happen this time. Man City versus Stoke. Man City just above Man United in the table right now on goal difference. I think they're going to get a win here. They need to. They definitely need to. This is the sort of game they cannot afford to drop points in at home. But I think they'll be fine. Even without Aguero, they'll get the win. Swansea versus Huddersfield. For me, difficult one. I've actually been impressed by both teams' defences so far this season, which is not something I thought I'd be saying at this point in the season, considering they're some of the weaker squads. So it could be a low-scoring game, perhaps, but I think Swansea are going to get the 3 points. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Can Tottenham get the win at Wembley? Can they do what my boys did and win at Wembley? That's why we've got the Wembley Cup, baby. I think they're going to. I think they're going to get the win. Spurs, 3 points. Watford versus Arsenal. Watford have impressed me so far. Not every game, but they've got something about them this year. I like what they've done with their squad. Arsenal can slip up in this sort of match, but I've got a feeling Arsenal are going to be okay in this one. I'm going to say Arsenal to get the win away from home. Brighton versus Everton. Ronald Koeman is in trouble right now. He needs points, and he needs them quick if he's going to keep his job on Merseyside. I think he's going to get a draw, though. I think Brighton are going to be strong enough at home to get at least 1 point from Everton, so I'll say 1 point each and a draw. The penultimate game is Southampton versus Newcastle. Again, this could go either way. It really could. I'm going to go with the home team. I think Saints will get 3 points here against Rafa Benitez's Newcastle. And finally, the Monday night game is Leicester versus West Brom at Leicester. I'm going to say this one will be a draw. I don't think either team will win. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. So you can see on the screen now my predictions and Alex's predictions. Let me know in the comments below which predictions you prefer. And don't forget to make yours by clicking the link in the description, going over to Twitter and voting on the 10 different polls to have your say and try and get you guys up the leaderboard. I expect the viewers to be decent by the end of this season. You need to have a better week than you did last week. Right guys, now it's time for me to take my predictions and turn them into an accumulator on BetBull. So I'm on the app now on my phone, as you can see. Got the Premier League fixtures coming up here. So Liverpool, Manchester United, I said Man United away win. Palace, Chelsea, I said Chelsea away win. Swansea, I went with Swansea against Huddersfield. Spurs against Bournemouth. I went with a draw, Burnley, West Ham. City to beat Stoke. Arsenal to beat Watford. Brighton, Everton, I said draw. Southampton, Newcastle, I said Southampton. And Leicester, West Brom, I said draw. Okay, odds of 999 to 1. Decent. So if I go £3 stake on that, let's go bet now. Here we go. It's just printing up my bet receipt here. Lovely stuff. You can see all the odds in there. So that is my bet. You can follow me on BetBull at Spencer Owen. You can even recreate that bet yourself really easily if you want to. Remember, every single person that follows me, you're in with a chance of getting a £250 free bet from BetBull. We'll announce the winner on the next episode. Finally, I want to tell you about the Power Up promo from BetBull. This is going to be going on for the next 10 days starting today. All you have to do is log into the app each day. Once you open the app, you check your notifications, you open the chest and you receive your daily Power Up. These power-ups include things such as increased odds, ACCA insurance. You can even get your whole accumulator insured so that if one of your bets doesn't come in, you get your whole stake back as a free bet. You can get odds increased by up to 30%, and this is eligible to new and existing customers. This promotion starts today, October the 12th, and runs all the way through to October 21st. All you got to do is open the app every day to receive your free boost. Users will receive their power up at 3 PM on Mondays to Fridays or 12 PM on Saturdays and Sundays. All the links you need to get involved with BetBull are in the description, guys. I thoroughly recommend it. Now, do not forget to give us your predictions on Twitter. Follow the links in the description for that one. We'll see how we're all getting on next week when we reveal our results from this weekend's Premier League predictions and we predict some more. Let me know in the comments below who else you'd like to see me take on after obviously Joey and Alex. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Until then, don't go changing. Bye-bye.